Hello, world. Welcome back. Hey, we back at it. You already know what it is. It's your host, Vonteezy for no reason. Here to, always provide value to make your life easy. And y'all already know what it is. I'm not here by myself.
That's right. That's
It's
right.
been a little second. I ain't here by myself. I'm here with my guys, my best friends, my brethrens. Y'all already know we here to provide valuable information.
Yes, sir.
And the only way to do that
yeah.
is to have these day-to-day conversations.
Day-to-day conversation.
Thus said the Lord.
Yeah, so with that being said, let me introduce the fellas. To my right, I got Jay-Z the Kid.
What's going on, guys?
Y'all already know what it is. Hey, how you doing? Hello, what's up with the world?
What's up, y'all? We do this for the people, y'all.
There it is there. And to his right, we got Josh Lou. What it do?
Yes, sir. What's up? Josh Lou, back at you again.
Yeah, right hand up. I swear to God. You can't
Amen.
Go.
I take it how it go. You know what I'm saying?
10 toes down.
There it is. Fast and slow. You do what you want with the information. But nah, man. Hey, look. For the people out there, it's we had a podcast before.
That ain't our first rodeo.
Yeah, and we're kind of reinventing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's just nowadays we see what works and what doesn't work, and it's always good to kind of take a perspective, a look at things.
It's kind of you got to take a step back and really look at for what it is.
That's it. And that's how it goes. You have a goal, and a lot of times you don't reach the goal. You kind of got to reevaluate it.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Reevaluation still you're on path. And that's kind of what we see. So we're reevaluating some things, but it's all for the better. It's all for the better. You know what I'm saying? But
That's what I believe.
yeah, so with that being said, as far as my guys, let's go around the room. Let's talk about ourselves for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Josh Lou, what it do? Introduce yourself. What's up with the people? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Just this guy, one who kind of brings funkiness to the podcast.
Bring funkiness.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to funk y'all up
Right.
a little bit.
Bring funkiness, you'll start to understand,
Bring
his
that-
personality. Yeah. So, Josh Lou is one of those, I like to call him a critical thinker.
Yeah.
He a
I've been
critical
called
thinker.
Well, I
worse.
would agree with you.
Right. So, Josh, go ahead, tell the world, tell the people, you know what I'm saying, what your first and last name is, you know what I'm saying, what you do for a
Okay,
living.
so we'll start with the last is Lou, first is Josh. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh yeah.
as he said, we just back at it again, just trying to get the wheels rolling like we did before. We got valuable information, and it really, the things that we say, if it catch you, you can use it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about, is helping people. But just remember that these things are our opinions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't want y'all to feel like we're trying to push something off on you. We just feel like if we find something that's valuable that we use in our lives, we can probably set it out there for somebody else to use. You know what I'm saying? So I had to clear my throat, boy. You hear
the
that?
nerves, boy. I'm telling you.
Hey, so
You get a little nervous.
I had to clear my throat a little bit. Let me clear my throat. So, you know what I'm saying? So, just sit back and enjoy. And if you hear something you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, whatever you need to do. Because, we're going to keep coming back to y'all back to back with just different information and just regular, you know what I'm saying, day-to-day talk. All of us go through
That's what
something
it is.
different.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
All of us go through something different. We all different culture, different backgrounds and all that. So you'll get to hear some stuff from our backgrounds and what we do day to day and just how we feel about certain situations. And if you want to, you know what I'm saying, like, let us know something, comment, like, subscribe, whatever. I mean, we'll be happy to hear your opinions and your thoughts on some of the things that we talk about.
I couldn't said it better myself.
You know what I'm saying?
Jay-Z the Kid, you know what I'm saying? So what do you think that the podcast is going to offer to the people? What are you going to offer to the people?
Well, I have a lot of perspective on a lot of things. As you may know from our first podcast, at the time I was not married.
Oh, yeah.
At the time now I am married. And I also have a little guy, little youngling.
Yeah.
So I do got a little bit of perspective, a little,
Little family man.
something to share with the world,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of what I bring to the table. But it's really good to see us kind of reunite.
Yeah.
'Cause I think we're getting back to our roots and where we belong. Because we was killing on the old podcast.
It really was, man. We actually got somewhere, yeah.
We had y'all had. I wasn't on at the time.
I
but
mean, you
y'all
had some
had
important people come on there.
y'all
man.
had what's his name, Spike.
You know,
Y'all had Spike on there.
famous
Spike Lee.
voice actors. You
Yeah,
know,
Spike Lee.
Spike
I mean,
Spencer,
they're-
Spike,
Oh, Spike, yeah.
Spike Lee, yeah,
Spike
Spike Lee.
Spencer.
We had Ice Cube. we had dental floss
Spike,
on there for a
Do
little
you know
bit.
some of the animes he would voice? Do you know off the top of your head?
Man, so I know he did. So for those who know stuff about anime, I watch it. Okay, whatever. But he did some in Evangelion. However y'all pronounce it.
Yeah,
Different
yeah,
people
yeah.
pronounce it different, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about. Neon Genesis Evangelion, and he did some in Pokemon.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he did a lot more other animes and different things, but those two in particular really stood out to me because I understand how famous they are.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, whenever if you not familiar with it, you know, it won't reach you. But if you are familiar with it, it's like, dang, they had dude on there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, to me that was very substantial for
Yeah.
us to have.
And he reached out to us. That's
Yeah.
what I was like, dang, like for real.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, he actually enjoyed it and all that different stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't know, we just kind of we're trying to get back to it. Let's just say that.
I
We're trying to
think
get back
I
to
think
it.
the way to put it is that it's only right for us to get back to this podcast. I feel like people need our situations, our opinions, and need our outlook. Because I mean, we got a good outlook, and I feel like it can be very valuable for a lot of people.
Yeah, I second that. You know, and that's kind of what we're on. It's you know, multiple ways, right? That you know that you can make money nowadays, and so
Yeah.
what we
Yeah.
found, like obviously the podcasting world is getting big. You know what I'm saying? Streaming, Twitch.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Big
mean,
time.
Yeah, you know it's
Big time.
It's so like they say it's like 1,001 ways to skin a
It
cat.
really is.
Oh,
It
yeah.
really is.
It's like
Especially nowadays.
that's it, man.
insane.
At this point, they filleting the cat. At this point, man.
I mean, with everything that's out here, like literally, it's so much that's out here that you can get your hands on, like making literally nothing, making something out of nothing.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
if you like to design freaking wood lamps, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You can do that, make money off of it. You like pillows, if you a sleeper,
Yeah.
you can make videos on how good I slept.
Yeah.
right.
If you're someone that colors, draws, make videos on drawing or go live
Yeah.
drawing, I've seen crazy people
Right.
like just the amount of people that succeed off stuff like that,
Right.
And stuff they want to do, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the goal of it.
Hey, low key. So I remember talking to your mama, and you know, cause the girls, your nieces, all of them would watch YouTube,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they will literally watch a guy read a book to them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
just
for sure.
do millions of views, so you know
Yeah.
it's gonna bring in buku loads of money just
Oh,
to
yeah.
read a book.
Yep.
I mean, my daughter, she likes to watch these kids play with toys.
Yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
just be playing with toys. And it's not like anything like really like, oh my God, significant. It's like, hey, my name is so and so, and they just kind of be dancing with the toys and stuff. And I just be like, wow, like. But to go back to what you said is how I look at it is I think at this point a lot of people just wants to just like that natural interaction with a human being,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
And social media kind of gives you that. You know, to be able to see what this person doing in their life, or see how they do things, or how they overcame a situation. I can tell you one thing that's kind of getting big now is just having somebody to talk to, and
Yep.
to express yourself, your feelings, and things that you went through. Like people are going as far as AI now is you can make you an AI person, and based on what you're talking about, it will study that,
Yeah.
and it will continue to remember and get to know you, and just kind of revolve around your life situation. And I'm like, dang, like
Yep.
I got an idea, bro. Now that you say that, hey, for the people out there listening, like legit, I got an idea.
oh shoot, what's that?
You know how that, you know, so on look, the Deal or No Deal, or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
phone a friend.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I wouldn't mind creating an app, a phone a friend, right? Where you literally, if you need a friend, you can go on this app. It's just like Uber. You can go on the app and order a friend, right? There's going to be stipulations, of course, with the app.
That's
You know what I'm
like
saying?
that kind of
But-
sound like one of them erotic hotlines I used to have.
But look, but check it out. So you know how, all right, because you can order a color a cuddler.
You can.
Yeah, somebody that cuddles with you, you can order that, and it's strictly just you can only cuddle.
Yeah, they come
right?
in. That's all they do.
Strictly.
Right. So if you want to order a friend, right, I can dress up as the friend that you need, right? You know what I'm saying? So if you need that the friend
That's actually really clever.
right, if you need the friend that's somebody that can play basketball or whatever, right? I go out there, I dress
need
up
an
as the
extra
friend.
I think
Yeah.
what he's referring to is something that y'all already know about, the certified stepdad. That's what he's referring to. If you need a dad that want to play baseball, buddy, I can catch.
Yeah.
I can
play
alley
baseball.
oop.
But check it out. So if you need
Yeah.
that
There's
as a friend,
certificates.
right? There's an app for that.
look.
Right?
There's an app for that.
That's on Apple commercial. There's an app for that.
Right. Now you can't go as far as doing all the other stuff because then that's legality
that's
situations.
crossed the line.
Right. So
That's not what this app's
legal
about.
things going. You know what I'm saying? So, but if I create an app, basically a phone a friend app, just like Uber, right? You can literally create a friend that if you need to go play basketball with, if you need to go to prom with, right? I can create this app and you can have that friend basically at your doorstep.
I mean,
Let me
it
ask you
makes
this.
Good
sense.
idea?
On paper,
Let me
it
ask
makes
you
sense.
this: is this friend like a therapist though? When I
He could
call,
be a therapist.
So when I call, if I be like, "Hey,
Like-
I want my friend to be named Matthew," okay, Matthew show up. Matthew
Right.
is 6 foot tall, blonde hair, blue eyes. We go play basketball. I say, send Matthew back again. Now Matthew 5'5",
You can reorder
black.
a friend.
You like, whoa.
Well,
This is
Matthew
not,
back.
I'm Matthew, bro. You not.
Check it.
You not Matthew, bro.
it's just like Uber, bro, right?
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
reorder the same Uber, you could do that.
can
They'll
reorder the same
come
one.
back, right?
Yeah.
So the same thing with the friend. If you want to reorder that friend, come back next weekend, you can do that. Here's
Yeah.
the
Now,
slot.
is this like an hourly rate or what's
Yes,
the
it
payment
will be a
method?
daily rate because it will be a daily rate for the friend, right?
be a
Because
daily rate.
more than likely, if it's an event, it's going to be an all day. So if I'm going to
Yeah.
play basketball,
Yeah, that's true.
it's going to kind of last all day, low key. You know what I'm saying?
starting to
From
make
start
sense.
to finish.
So
yeah.
what is so what we're gonna have to do in the agreement? We're gonna have to when you sign the contract and
Yeah.
all that,
You
it's
gotta
gonna be
sign
like, hey, if you see this friend off the clock, they are not your friend. You
They're
are not
not
to
your
approach
friend.
them.
Right.
You are not to say, hey man, it's me.
No extra contact.
Yeah.
yeah.
So if he off the clock, you be like, hey Matthew, you be like, no,
Off
my name Jacob, by the way, bro. That's just where I'm at
I'm
work.
off the
That's
clock.
it.
I'm trying to have a drink with some
Yeah.
friends. If you would, I'll get back with you tomorrow around 5, like our usual deal.
Right. So you'll have stipulations, of course, with that. So they can't contact you after hours.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you have a burner phone. You know what I'm saying?
Burner
Right.
phone.
Dang, these
Burner
was like some
phone.
some
You know what I'm
some
saying?
underground prostitution. They have a burner
nah,
phone.
like,
they got a different name. They show up in a mask. They don't know where they at.
Right. So it could be it could be a smooth concept. bro.
Right.
Phone a friend. It could be a smooth
I mean-
concept. I think it could happen. Right.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, someone else will.
Hey,
Man, they finna do it right now.
I told you, like on live, phone a friend. Y'all look, hear me
No,
out.
no. Let me go ahead.
Phone a friend. hear
Man,
me
they finna
out.
do it
If
right
I
now.
Create that app. Like how
You
interested.
got to get a patent first because now,
Right.
now it's out there.
Yeah, it's out there. They finna steal it, man. I don't try. Man, don't steal and y'all get rich, man. We
Yeah.
poor. We trying to make some money.
Look at Sha. She over here liking everything. I'm thinking this some other people. It's Sha the whole time.
Hey, dude did like this to start smiling. Like,
I
anyway,
did.
by the
I
way,
said, oh, they like this idea. Well, maybe they don't. It's just Sha.
Thank you, Shy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, shout out to the likes. Yeah, so you know
let's
what I'm
go
saying?
to the lab.
All right, let's see if
All right,
there's any
you see me.
comments.
But yeah, so no,
was waiting for
look,
the-
phone a friend is on the way. You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense.
But for the people out there, there's multiple ways, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
To
to what
make
y'all
money.
talking about. You know what we talking about.
Well, you know that's true because if we got to reiterate it for people that's on there that's joining.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, but yeah, if there's multiple ways to do it, to skin a cat, there's multiple ways to make money, you know. Now, as far as social media goes, like when it comes to making money, how important do y'all think that is in the world we live in today? Like, is it can people realistically do it without it, right? And how hard would it be without social media, do you think?
Now you're asking me, what can they do without?
Right, like as far as they did want to chase a dream, or you know,
yeah.
You like how far could they go if they use social
yeah,
media?
because you know social media is so prevalent, right?
Yeah.
Do you still think it can get the same results as if you weren't on social media? Like, how much does social
I
media
think
play a
it'll
role in
be
it?
so. I think like with anything, it's gonna be difficult on the start. But I feel like social media.
What does social media do for people?
I mean,
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I think it just depends on if the people like your content or they find you interesting. If that's the case, I mean, then you're gonna shoot off like a rocket. I mean, like it's been different people now that's real famous that they had these little basic videos like what's dude name Drewski.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
His videos, like I used to see his video, they was nothing like they are now.
Yeah.
And he would like I like
Yeah,
some of his
yeah.
old videos like he was playing the work snitch.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was playing
yeah.
work snitch like, hey man, it got cameras everywhere. It was just little bitty stuff like that, and now look at him.
Yeah.
So I guess it just depends if what you're giving the people is in your favor, then they'll be in your favor. So like you can sit there and you want to do a 9 to 5 and try to climb the ladder there. There's gonna be difficulty doing that and competition doing that. But social media, I feel like puts you out there more than just working on regular 9 to 5. On 9 to 5, you're on just small spectrum of the your boss, their boss, their boss.
Yeah,
Social
yeah,
media, you're open to everybody.
You're basically like, okay, so just what your point is. You're in a regular workplace, 9 to 5, let's say. You're battling everyone that is in that facility. That could be 500 people, could be 1,100, could be 1,500, could be 2,000, right?
Right.
When you get on social media, you're battling everyone that's on that platform
Yeah.
because you got to stand out to make it in that case. So, with what I think it means to be on social media is it basically puts you out there more. So you do have a higher chance of getting noticed if you didn't use it at all, but it's still just a little bit more than what you did.
So I'm trying to understand too, So, cause you do Wordle on social media for TikTok.
I do.
Right.
I do.
Now the transition that you've made so far, like as far as from when you first started and where you're at now, like the trajectory, how has that been? Cause how long have you been doing it?
I've been doing it about 3 weeks.
3 weeks, right? You've been streaming for 3 weeks?
Streaming for 3 weeks.
Well, you made some leeway in 3 weeks.
Wait, yeah, you.
My point exactly.
So in 3 weeks, I don't have the craziest stats, but I was able to go make an account from 0 in 3 weeks just from streaming games, 1 hour a day, mind you, 1 hour. That's it. 1 hour Monday or through the week, once a day, 1 hour. I was able to make almost. I'm at 450 right now, I believe, somewhere around there. 450 followers.
Okay.
So yeah, you're able to just grow as long as you stay consistent.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So from when you first started, you started with just one. You didn't have no followers.
No followers. New account.
And-
New account. It's not my main account. Not anything like that. It was just a regular account. I had a random meme photo of Kylie Jenner on there just to be funny.
Right.
I started streaming. It popped off. It popped off. Literally got.
Just to be funny.
The first night I streamed, I got 30 followers. I thought I was on top of the world.
So the first night you streamed. Now keep in mind, like for the people that's out there listening, he didn't have a regular account on TikTok that you got because there's protocols you got to meet, right?
Yeah.
You got to have 1,000 followers or something like that, and they'll issue the live.
Yeah.
So how did you do it? How did you get past that?
There is a way to get around it.
Okay.
I'll reveal the secret. Basically, what it is, you have to have a Twitch account, right?
Hey, for the people that's on live right now, he's telling y'all how to get live. If you don't have 1,000 followers, right, and you want to start getting on live, he's finna give you the secret.
I mean, take it from me. I still don't have 1,000 followers, but I'm still able to go live day in and day out. Basically, the way I did it was you have to create a Twitch account. Okay. Once you create that Twitch account, you can link your TikTok to that Twitch account. You can also, after that, you have to get authorized. You basically just send them that you have, proof of the account. And once that gets approved, which is going to happen in like 20 minutes, you're ready to go live. The only, you could see it as a downside or an upside. I view it as a downside because it takes more power, but you're streaming to Twitch and TikTok at the same time.
Okay.
Me personally, I just want to be on TikTok personally,
Right.
but Some people, they want to multi-stream. They want to stream. They want to make one stream to Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, all at once. That's just not something I'm doing right now, but that is a way to get around that.
Do you think you'll be doing something like that in the future?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, because I can see why. I mean, hit it from all sides. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely think so because, I don't have the most experience in it, but I do know that there's communities on each of those platforms.
Right.
Some people are only on YouTube. Some people are only on Twitch.
Right.
Most of the people are on TikTok and probably Instagram, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the most famous thing right now.
What, Instagram?
I think TikTok.
Instagram?
TikTok and Instagram.
Oh, TikTok. Yeah, those are two. So, you got on the stream, right? They gave you the live access.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Now, as far as your interactions with your audience, right? How much interaction do you? Because that's what people live for. Once they go live, they try to get the interactions. A lot of the interactions don't happen. You may get a lot of watchers, but how much do people interact with you?
They interact with me a lot, and I think the reason is because what we touched on earlier about being personable. Mm-hmm. Okay, we can take for example Sam Sulek. Okay, mm-hmm. Perfect example. He doesn't do nothing to his videos. It's just him talking, mm-hmm. right? But people watch him because they feel relatable to him. They want to see him mm-hmm. do his work. They feel comfortable being there in the moment with him. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I want to achieve in the stream. I'm talking to them. I'm asking how their day is. Mm-hmm. I'm asking, maybe if they told me how their day was this day and it was bad, mm-hmm. maybe tomorrow I'm asking, hey, how's today going?
How did it work out?
Yeah, how'd it going? People in chats told me, they're traveling, mm-hmm. they're having a sick parent. Stuff's going on in their life.
Wow, for sure.
And the next day I'll bring that back up because they mean something to me and I mean something to them.
So you're creating that relationship.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is.
That's crazy.
That's what it is.
You know what though? Yeah. It's funny you said that about talking to people mm-hmm. because a lot of people are more open to sometimes in different situations telling a complete stranger about their darkest fears or a really tragic moment or whatever it may be than telling somebody that's close to them. It's almost as if they get over their first jitters of it by talking to somebody that they don't know. Yeah. It's just like the practice person, and then that makes them comfortable talking to the person that they do know. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had this situation before. I've talked to a person that, we didn't even know each other, and they just told me so much about what's going on in their life and this and that, and we actually had a good conversation for about 2 hours. Yeah. And then what that turned into is they were like, I'm gonna talk to this person when I get face to face with them. I'm glad that I spoke with you because it gave me it helps me help them open up a little better. Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, you're kind of doing the idea that I had with phone a friend.
Oh yeah,
but
phone a friend.
Kind of what it is.
Having it on live. So because with the now when you first did it, did you get interaction like that? Like how many people?
I'm gonna be honest. The first night I did it blew up. I don't know what happened.
Wordle?
I don't know what happened. Well, I'm playing Wordle, which Wordle, I don't know if you don't know, but it is a very interactive game. I'm asking for words from people to give me to solve this puzzle. And I mean, I don't know. I kind of blew up. I feel like I had 50 viewers the first night, 50 concurrent viewers. Like they were staying there and I'm talking to them.
That's crazy, yeah.
I'm seeing chat just flooding. Now, other nights, there's good times and bad times, obviously. Right. But the first night I gained like 30 followers.
30? Wow, yeah. 30 followers.
I don't know. I mean, for someone that's never touched a live stream.
Right.
Someone that's never done anything like that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, just hanging out, playing a little Wordle,
That's wild.
Playing a little
Wordle. Who would have thought?
And now we're at like 450 or 446, something around there.
Yeah.
We're trying to get to 500 followers.
And so you
gonna make that, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's over with.
I did a stream just now,
yeah,
and I gained like 27 followers.
That's crazy.
And these are only hour increments. Imagine if I did this like full days work,
like some people do,
like 5 hours. Yeah. Maybe imagine this was my job. You would grow way faster if you were on there longer, or vice versa. You could use that time. That's kind of what I do. I'm on there for an hour. The rest of the time that I'm not on there, I'm using for advertising because I post clips about it. I try to post like at least maybe 2 to 3 clips a day, maybe if I can do that. And that's your ads right there.
Yeah.
Because you got people that's looking at posts and you got people that's watching lives. If you can conjoin them both, I mean, you're really doing yourself a good favor on that one.
Yeah, that's that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
So-
yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
like
do
you
you-
just getting into it.
Right. Do you plan to just stick with Wordle? Like, is that
I do that. I mean, I like playing the game, so I think that's something that's gonna be a foundation for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
my name on there is 5-letter fiend, so
Oh, wow, okay.
I got
I gotta-
Let it
I like
fiend,
that.
I gotta keep my rep up.
Yeah.
But I have been dabbling into some just regular like kind of comedy posts a little bit.
Okay.
I've been dabbling. You know?
I-
What are you doing with that?
I posted a video about okay, there's a trend going on that says POV music is my escape.
oh yeah, I saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah. That mug jumped.
Basically, what it was is that we all deal with tough situations, right?
Right.
Some may have parents that argue, and people don't. I mean, kids don't like that, obviously, but there may be other situations that you're going through. The meme of it is that you're going through a bad situation, but you put them headphones in, it kind of transports you to a new world.
Yeah.
People were making it to be like a sad thing. All the videos I saw were sad, all of them under the the hashtags
Right.
or whatever, all sad. I kind of flipped it on its head because I put on a Hannah Montana song, like something really upbeat,
yeah.
something kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And I got like 4,000 views. I know that's not a lot.
I mean,
And-
that's
and-
a lot for somebody who been on
yeah.
there.
I know that's
It's
not a
still
lot
a
for what standards of TikTok, but from going like 200 views, 300 views
Yeah,
to
for
4,000.
200 views is actually the standard for TikTok because
Yeah,
you get in,
yeah.
you know.
If it doesn't pop up, it's gonna stay at 200 for sure.
Right. They
Right,
call
for
it
sure.
TikTok jail.
Yeah, they do.
200. If you're getting 200 views on your
What's the
videos, you in
content?
TikTok jail or something.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me see. I'm gonna go back.
And you
to it.
gotta make sure the algorithm. You gotta,
You gotta be involved.
get with the algorithm. You
Yeah.
know, get with the
Let me show
algorithm.
you
So
something. We the only ones that did so far.
you
I
said
got
what?
something though. I got something that I've been meaning to say on our last time we talked. So
What's
this
that?
is for the listeners. Now, depending on if you got a, this is your current relationship, your past relationship, or just how you feeling in your life right now. I want you to describe that in 4 songs. 4 songs. Describe your current relationship. You got to put it on their current relationship.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you got to put on their past relationship, or how I'm feeling right now in 4 songs. Describe that.
And the people in on the live, type it in the chat.
Type it in the chat, and then what we're gonna do is next time we're gonna look at those, and next time we're gonna pick a few people out, and we're gonna listen to them songs. We're gonna be like, hopefully we'll be like, okay, it's going well, Then we'd be like, dang, what is all metal songs,
going
dude?
on?
Boy, dude, going through it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, type it in the chat. You said four songs.
it could be 4. You can do. I wanted to do 5, but I just say let's just do 4. 4 songs based on your current relationship, or if you want to explain how your past relationship was, or just where you at in life right now, or where you want to be.
Just in a song.
You know what I'm saying? Just in a song, or just how you feeling that day. You know what I'm saying? You put that in the comments. It's kind of like
That's really good, actually.
like on Instagram and TikTok got it now, like on so you can sit there and post a picture, post a video, post this picture, get how you feel.
Oh.
That being said, you do that and post some songs, and we'll go through them songs and look at them and listen to them and see what they like. You know what I'm saying? We'll go from there, and then we'll
right.
mention it, and we can that's just.
That makes sense to me.
I mean, I just
like the
feel
concept
it's,
for real.
I feel like it's a way that we can all connect with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
I kind of view it as almost like an icebreaker,
I can ask you this. Okay, I'm gonna ask y'all this. I'm gonna kick it off right now. I'm gonna ask y'all this. So, yeah, this is before. Now, listen. This is before I was married. This is before all of. This is when I was like, let's say like 17 to 21, maybe. So, what was? I'm gonna back it up. I'm gonna back it up a little further than that. Let's say like 16 to 20. What was like y'all number one breakup song that y'all burn out? I can tell you what mine was. I burnt this
16?
mug out, dude. I burnt this mug out.
Josh, ready for this one?
Y'all ready for mine?
What?
Mine was "Leave You Alone" by Young Jeezy and Neo. I gotta leave you alone. Boy, I used to be able to like.
I'm dead.
I used to be like, oh, she said, you feel so good. I used to be like, oh my God, man. I used to burn that mug out, bro.
That's hilarious.
Burn that mug out.
Neo had some good stuff for real.
You did.
That's one of them. That was one like my go-to like rejected breakup song was "Leave You Alone" by Young Jeezy and Neo. Even when I heard that song today, so Blunt.
What, my
Jules,
breakup song?
what was that song
Jules,
that you
you go
burnt out?
first.
That song that you burnt
I mean,
out.
I kind of know. Mine
What is
was "So Sick" by Neo.
Oh man, Neo again.
Love song.
Neo too. That's 2 points. Neo is 2
Yeah,
points.
Neo did have some good stuff.
I ain't gonna lie.
Change
My
that
stuff-
answering machine. Now
Now
that I'm alone.
My stuff mainly happened
Says
like,
the week.
in my 20s. So
I mean, what was your song? You could be. Oh,
it
New.
would always been some Drake stuff, low key.
I tell you when I did burn out though.
Especially on Teenage Fever when that came.
What was the song?
He's a cry to that mug.
What was the song? Dang.
No JT.
It's
No,
from
no
JT.
JT.
And by the way, this is for y'all. I mean, I get it. Drake and Kendrick going through this thing. I feel like Drake should have stayed Drake. He shouldn't have got all into what he's doing now.
Yeah.
Drake's number one album to me is the Nothing Was the Same.
Oh, yeah.
album.
Oh
For
yeah,
sure.
nothing was the same.
If he had stuck to that, I get he was trying to stay relevant,
Yeah.
try to stay with the times. But I miss those Drake songs, the
Yeah.
ones I could drink to and
Yeah.
like just be
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
What's that
I
song?
be
What's
on
it
that
called?
Drake stuff though. That used to put me in my feelings.
From Time. Is that the one it's called?
From time.
Oh nigga, let me the good one. What was the camera? It was like the good ones go, the good ones go. If you wait too long, oh my god, nigga.
We got a sample.
And
Man.
that one right there, bro, got me in my feelings every time. 'Cause I'm just like, dang, bro. You know what I'm saying? When she love it, just like, oh,
I
they
can't believe this.
the good ones go. Because you waited too long. You know what
You
I'm
waited
saying?
too long. Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
ah.
For sure.
Ah.
It's
Yeah.
just like, just think I be listening to some songs and just like
All right, I don't want to see the chat.
looking back on like, man, I burnt that mug out, bro. Gotta leave you alone.
I'm curious to
That
see
mug
what they
burnt.
say.
Man, ain't nobody saying nothing.
No,
Anymore. Yeah.
That mug was burnt. That's all right though, but you like I say, posting the clips about the songs.
That's all good. That's all good.
Yeah, just posting the clips about the
That
songs.
was that was gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
That I like that one. But yeah, when it comes to those breakups, man, those are never fun.
Man.
It's always hard to get over.
And the reason I said that about them songs because I can remember, like sometimes that's all I had.
Yeah.
All I had was music, and it was almost like what I would do with that music is I would make my own music videos in my head about how I
dead.
felt,
That's hilarious.
and like a lot of times, the music speaking to me. Anyway, like I was saying, sometimes, how I felt like that was the only way, I could find comfort is by listening to them songs. I felt like they knew how I was feeling. They were speaking to me. I'm like, bro, you went through the same thing?
Right, so when you said that the songs you felt like they were talking to you,
Right.
that literally makes me think of live streaming and how first of all, I am talking to that person, but I'm also making them feel like how those songs were not necessarily how they were making Josh feel,
Right.
but
Yeah,
like
that's
they were
something I
making
can
them.
relate
Yeah,
to. That
yeah,
ain't just throw me out. I don't know how
Yeah.
he was feeling.
yeah. I don't think
Right.
they're not thinking listen to a sad song,
Yeah,
but they're
you ain't trying. Josh was desperate, so
Yeah.
Hey, but okay, listen. That was my breakup song.
Yeah.
Only reason I say that because everybody can relate to a breakup. The majority of people can do that. So
Yeah.
another thing the majority of people can relate to is they come up song, like the song they listen to when they made some money or when they pass a certain whatever it may be.
Someone said we would be crippled without it socially nowadays. Social media.
Oh.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah, I feel like I mean, because we know about it. If it was a shutdown, yes.
I mean, people were losing their minds when TikTok got banned.
I didn't know anything of it at one
It got
point.
banned for a day. Well, you
Yeah.
weren't on.
I wasn't on it at that time. Yeah,
You're a
so,
Facebook user.
yeah, I am definitely on Facebook.
I'm
Y'all
not.
sleep
I
on
haven't.
Facebook.
I don't touch on Facebook.
I'm the.
But you see how that works?
Yeah.
Well, this is going right back to what we're talking about. There's people on Facebook. I don't
Yeah.
touch Facebook.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important to be on all platforms because you're reaching every kind of person.
Right. I'm trying to get more familiar with TikTok. Right. Obviously,
TikTok is where it's at.
people, as far as the younger people that I talk to, I'm well, this year I'll be 30, so I say younger because everybody keep calling me old.
Hello.
Who said that?
Someone said you're an old man for being on Facebook.
Okay, well, see, here's why I like Facebook. For the people that's listening.
Here's why I like face chat.
Yeah, Facebook. First of all, Facebook is a staple. If you think about, matter of fact, a lot of y'all probably don't know about LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn is a staple when it comes to professionalism. So I use Facebook, right, because it gave me a lot of my business on Facebook.
It makes sense.
Right. I'm trying to venture over to TikTok because it has the TikTok shop and the apparel is in there. So now it makes sense for me to actually move over to TikTok. Now, Facebook, I get a lot of engagement with a lot of business owners, things like that. Because now, of course, a lot of them are on TikTok now because of, just the engagement, the reach.
Yeah.
And a lot of your younger crowd is there. So Facebook is something I've been familiar with and has had a lot of success with. So now I am going to start, obviously TikTok is the new wave.
Yeah.
TikTok is like the reincarnated version of Vine.
TikTok has been on a slow, it's been on a slow ramp up pretty much. The whole time it's not stopping either. It's only going to get bigger.
See, this is that, and see that.
Okay.
What they say?
He said, I see what you mean, but you got to appeal to the right audience, so it was smart to come to TikTok. Oh, so you say he was appealing to the old audience? Is that what you're saying?
I was appealing to the older audience, right?
No,
I definitely was. You know what I'm saying?
funny.
So I'm trying to get to the
facts.
younger crowd. But man, your attention spans is
You
like
got,
30 seconds.
yeah, like for
How do
real.
you appeal to y'all if I can't get your attention like in 30? Bro, I watched a video of mine that I posted and it tells you the static, the
retention rate.
statistics of it. Bro, it says that most of your viewers watch 0.1 second.
Well, I mean, because I'm like, young folks
Dude,
these
all
days,
you're doing is just swiping.
their attention span is like,
You just swipe.
like that's it. That's the attention.
It's like
span.
y'all are addicted to swiping. So how do you know what I'm saying?
So
Like just catch it.
I just got to get to the point and be clear, LOL.
That's why he said.
Ah.
Just get to the point.
Oh, just get to the point.
Let's get to the point.
I'm old, right? So I gotta explain myself. You gotta listen.
mean,
You gonna
yeah.
hear
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
gotta say. That's the old me.
Everything's so fast.
I gotta figure it
these
out,
days,
right?
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I mean, like how quick you want me to talk? If the quicker I talk, I'm gonna mix my own stuff up. That's how you get caught in lies.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Like,
you
for
talk
real,
too quick.
yeah.
Let me think about it first, okay?
Let me process.
Yeah. So, but I do see the importance of TikTok, obviously, and I'm trying to, get better with
He
it.
listening. He
He say-
listening.
he say he
Well,
gonna
good. Listen, 'cause we a bunch of old guys. Man, we used to be young and fast and all this stuff. Things slow down. Arthritis has gotten
Yeah.
the best of us.
Now, right
You
now,
know.
now they still look at me as a sex symbol. Now I'm just gonna let y'all know. I've been called a snack plenty of times. It's not- I
Snack
haven't-
that smiles back.
Right.
Goldfish.
They say that, not me. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So,
Yeah,
you
they've
know,
been known. I've been known the
Right.
block a few times.
yeah, depends on what the audience is. I can keep your attention.
Depending on the audience. Man, we're gonna have him go live on Facebook. See how many
Hey,
views he
yeah,
pulls.
watch me on Facebook. I'll go live there. Then y'all can see. Y'all can judge me off that.
He said off topic, but do I see three handsome men?
Hey,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say three.
That's
I
it.
say one. You know what I'm saying? You speaking? You
Yeah.
talking to me?
No, don't.
You
have
talking to
blushing.
me?
Don't have me
I mean, I know
blushing
you
on this
can't
stage.
see me. Look, I look like a shadow back there. I know you can't see me. The black hat, the black beard. I know. And look, I got a green shirt on, and it's still dark as I don't know what.
Right. Matter of fact, wait, is that the same person commenting?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I look like
Hey,
I'm the
follow.
Undertaker.
Look, follow me.
Yeah.
We're gonna follow you. We're gonna put you on live on our podcast, the next one, because we're gonna interview people.
Yeah,
what
for
I'm saying?
sure. Yeah.
So follow me. Let's hook that up. I'll get with you. I'll DM you. You know, we like.
He said, I already
we like,
do. Oh, well, dang. I
okay.
didn't know. He got so many followers. How he supposed
I mean,
to know?
I haven't seen. I can't see it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah.
glasses on, guys. I can't see you.
I got
They say,
glasses.
what was this? Dark skin.
Oh, that's Kobe.
Oh, that's Kobe. Oh,
outta here,
man.
dude.
That's bro. I thought this
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Man,
Should
this
we
is
bring him
Kobe. What's up, man? You can't say nothing about me being black. You black too. Your name dark skin Kobe. I thought I was alone in this world.
Matter of fact,
get you.
Kobe, you over here doing the streaming stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I've been seeing you. So obviously, like with this, and that would be good to start. You know, like I said, we want to interview people on our live. So you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Right. So he doing the streaming stuff. So as far as if we can get a little personal with the finances, right? Because you just started. You said 3 weeks in.
Oh, yeah.
Right. You looking at the first
3 weeks.
Right. The first week, how much did you make?
The first week, I'm not gonna lie, it was like $2.
Which is freaking good.
$2 for just playing a game for an hour a day. By week 2, at the end of week 2, I had like $18.
That's crazy. So
Yep.
doing what you love, you playing Wordle 1 hour a day.
Yep.
Every day?
There was one day I have off, but every day except for one.
Okay. So Wordle every day, an hour,
1 hour
a day, and you got $28. You said?
Currently, I have like $36.
Oh, you so you
36.
saving
That's
money?
that's low key.
You
in a
you
month?
can't pull the money out until you get to $100.
Well,
Dang,
low
they
key.
force you to be smart about your money.
Yeah.
So if I got 50
you-
cents, I'm
you
taking out
made-
going to a bubblegum machine quick. Buy me a gumball.
He said, "I gonna cash out 50
Just
cents."
50 cents, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
cash out. I'm gonna buy some Tic Tacs. I'm
Y'all
gonna buy
talking
Mike and
about-
Ike, something.
Man, that's funny.
But this is just 3 weeks of action, so
Yeah.
you can see the movement on.
That was perfect though. I
Right.
moved up to look at the covers
So
and
that's-
then more just went off.
Right, so that's $1 a day basically for that whole
Pretty
month.
much. And you know that may, some people may see that and get discouraged.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, I view it as I'm working towards something.
Right.
And people, I'm not really looking at the amount. I'm really looking at the followers and the views.
Engagement and
Because
stuff.
if I can get people to engage with my content, then I don't got to
Yeah.
worry about anything else.
Well, I mean, you can look at it like this too, man. I'm just kind of thinking about it. You have like evidence.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
Think about this. If I work, let's just say I worked at, I don't know, Burlington. Let's say I worked at Burlington.
There you go.
And I was making $10 an hour.
The coat factory.
And I go to my boss and I say, hey, I'm doing this, this, and this. I'm working hard. I need a raise. And I may not get that raise. And I may work harder and harder and harder and still may not get that raise. What I like about this social media platform stuff is the majority of the time you work harder, you're going to get that raise.
Yeah, yeah.
You make it your own way. And you're going to get it. You're going to get evidence. Just like you said, you went from $2 to this much to that much to this much. Just imagine, as I say, depending on what you want to do, I'm not telling you to quit your job and get on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to quit my job and go streaming. No, be smart about it. Be smart about it. Know, figure out the gameplay that you want to work with and how you want to do it. Kind of like Jules is doing. Right now, he's kind of like, he's not doing it. He's just doing an hour a day.
Yeah.
And that's how much money he's making, and that's evident.
All right, I'm gonna break this down for you. Okay, there was a person on live. I don't know their name, but they were on live earlier, and I was in their chat talking to them. I asked how long have you been on live today? They said they've been on live for to 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. All right, so they were playing Black Ops 2 Zombies. Okay. We all know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a round-based game, and if you die, you got to go back to the start.
Right.
Okay, this person put on their screen, they said restart. I'm sorry, they put Galaxy, which is a gift, which is $10, $10, and it says restart. So they get to like round 10, round 20, whatever. Someone sends a Galaxy. Now they gotta restart. They restart the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
I at some point, she said she had 22 Galaxies. So what's 10 times 22?
That's 220.
She made $220 just by playing that game. Over the time of 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. But another thing is, someone challenged her to, I think it was drink pickle juice or something. It was on her screen too.
Wow.
Drank pickle juice.
Yeah.
They sent her 44,000 coins, which I looked it up. So 16,000 is $250. So what if 16,000 coins is $250? Then what's 44,000 coins? You know?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. That's all I know. You got some pickle juice in the kitchen? Man.
Well, so check it out though.
But,
so
but,
if
but
she
that was the engagement. That was the whole point of it.
So here's the thing: if she's making $200, right? If you made $200 a day, you're making $20 an hour, right?
Yep.
That's good
That's good
in
money.
the 9 to 5 area.
Yeah. And that's
she
what,
made it
yeah.
freaking drinking pickle juice and playing
Playing
a
zombies.
freaking game
Playing Black
that
Ops 2
doesn't
Zombies.
take any effort.
Hey, I got the 360 in my closet right
Hey,
now.
let's
That's it.
get it out, boy. Guitar
So-
Hero, Black Ops.
I think the real point of this isn't. I don't want to view this as making money because I don't think that you'll get anywhere if you just
Right, view it as
I think
that
you have
specifically.
to do this with what you love to do. If you
Right.
don't love what you do, then it's going to turn into a job.
Well, see, I love people. That's why I like talking with people.
That's what it's about.
I love people, right? Love talking, engaging with people.
Thank you guys for all the likes, by the way.
Yeah, and so when it comes to this TikTok world, I wanna, the money will come. I'm a
I like how you
person.
smile. I like how you smile. You like,
Hey,
look, he could.
the money.
Like how you smile. You like, could.
The money to come.
Well, I'm not worried about the money. He was like, ah.
A little bit,
bit,
to be
little
honest,
bit.
a little bit. But what I'm saying, the money it'll come. But like when I see, content creators like, yourself,
Yeah.
if you gotta think about it, you're literally making something out of nothing. You're playing freaking Wordle
Yep,
Yeah, word.
on the live.
I do play Mario Kart as well.
Okay.
so now he's-
Mario
yeah,
Kart,
switching
Mario
it up.
Kart. Yes.
Yep,
People are paying for content. They're paying to see your life.
yeah.
And he in 3 weeks made $28 out of nothing.
Nothing, just
Playing
doing
games.
something I would already do.
Man, you know what though? You make a good point about that. About people paying to see
To
your
see
life.
you.
Think about this. Think about how
To
much
see you
money.
see them see you.
Think about how
is
much
what you're
money
paying for.
people like.
Josh, you're paying to see them see you see them.
But think about this
Josh,
though.
you're paying
Paying
them. I'm playing, yeah.
Do they even make with this going on? Do they even make money off reality shows? You remember reality shows,
Bro,
soap
that's
operas?
still in.
Oh, yeah,
soap
definitely.
opera. I don't know about that though.
No,
But those usually come on in the morning. Soap operas come on in the morning.
Matter of fact, streaming is a new soap.
that's what I'm saying.
Whatever you
the new
say.
soaps.
It's
The
a new,
soap
it's a
opera
new
stuff.
reality.
Yeah.
It's new reality because a
Streaming
lot of
is-
people,
streaming is a new
reality
reality
shows
show.
is a big thing.
Yep.
So just think about if you had a person that you can, your favorite reality star, you could sit there and talk to them on live.
Yep, exactly.
Like I would pay that
And
just
you-
to ask
and
them
you
a
get
question.
noticed.
Right.
Okay, you can liken that to. I'm sure we all know their names. Comes to mind is Aiden Ross,
Oh yeah.
Kai Cenat.
Matthew McConaughey.
When we
Mr. Beast.
when we think of Twitch, we're thinking of people that stream games, video
Right.
games.
Yeah.
only. Now we're just watching people live their life.
That's really it. Yeah.
We're
getting
just, we're just
paid.
having them hang out.
Man, I can tell you one thing that I'm just so amazed by, bro. I'm so amazed by it. Like people doing the ASMR or whatever it's called.
ASMR.
I can't stand that stuff.
I
dude.
mean, they just on there like
all
you
the
would sit
chopping
there.
in the.
But it's not for you.
Dude, what the freak?
Right now, I'm eating a chocolate.
Man, I see somebody stroking the mic.
Yeah, bro.
said, what is
That
going
is
on
just
here?
like to me. That's
Yeah.
this what get me. This will get me.
What
Like
creep
I
is
watch
watching that?
one.
First of all, if y'all watching the, you got a problem.
bro, and it be
It may
and
be
some of and some
soothing.
of the stuff would get
Maybe
me.
soothing.
Some of the stuff would get me. Some of the stuff would get me. Like some of the stuff be so simple. Like they get on there and like you say, they be like, "Hi, my name is so and so. I'm about to unwrap this peppermint and eat it."
about to
And then they be
unwrap
doing the
this
mic,
peppermint.
and then they unwrap the peppermint. They'll have the paper and be going shh 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 shh. Shh. Then they just put the pepper in their mouth slow and just.
Ugh. I can't handle that smacking crap, dude.
I was like, what? And then you look down there, 1 million views. You like, bro?
Okay, first of all, all right, y'all might see me do something.
Oh, for real.
Y'all like that? If you like that, I might put a
real.
cube in my mouth and
For real. I mean,
I
it's
will
like
crunch the crap out of that cube
That
if you want.
crew.
I'm gonna just find
I
something.
crunched the crap out of that cruise.
I
You wanna
crunch
hear that?
for.
How I, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
I don't know how. I
It's a
mean, they
thing,
get so
right?
famous though.
It's a thing. It's like some people like if they're allergic, to freaking pineapples. It's a thing. So obviously the people like that type of stuff. I don't know. you
If
want
they're
me to do?
allergic to pineapple, what you
What
mean?
you want me to say, Josh?
I don't know.
Okay,
Like you
I
said,
went to the
you
left
kinda
and I
lost me.
forgot.
If they're allergic to pineapples, you know, they
Right.
like watching people eat pineapples. It's a thing, you know. So it's a
actually a fact.
disability, you know. I was
a
like,
hashtag
what?
for it.
First of all, it's just wow that is a thing. Like that's what you want to listen to. You want to listen to.
You want to listen to and watch it, and it's like,
The
I mean, you
ASMR.
just sitting there just looking at
My
them eat
freaking
food.
niece was actually watching a lady eat it was some raw food, raw sushi. It was an Asian lady.
Yeah.
And it was like a lot of crunchy noises. And
I don't get
know, it made me cringe. It was like a lot of noises going on. I was just like,
Now I can tell you this. I can tell you this though. Like all in all, I don't like it, but at the same time, it makes me mad that it's like I'm still waking up and going to work early in the morning, and I could be doing this. I can eat my food, make about I don't know, like you say, $500 a day, and lay down and go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Like it's easy. It's as easy as that for some people. Wake up, just put on a top. They might have drawers on or pajamas.
Yep.
Just put a top on because they're on camera. Eat some food for about 30 minutes.
I mean, first of all, if I'm getting money to do that, I would do that. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah, I know what I'm saying, but I'm just saying it's easy as that for some people, and it's like wow. But
I
I'm
mean,
sitting
why
here.
wouldn't that? I mean,
I'm busting my back at work.
oh yeah, I see.
And I can't get nothing.
Right.
But they coming on here just eating, and it just depends on what they eating or how it sound, how much money they make.
Yep.
I guess it got because if you're like in your situation, if you're making $28 an hour, I mean 28 off of whatever you're doing now, people have a financial goal that they're meeting. Because you think about it, how many people have ventured into this social media world, TikTok? Because everybody talking about TikTok and the money that you make.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of content creators that are making money. I don't know
Yeah.
how much they're making, but obviously it's something that satisfies them. So in this sense, it's like it's enough meat on the bone for everybody to get involved in this content creation.
Yeah,
world.
it is.
Yeah.
And it's a matter of how much money would you want to make, in a
Right.
sense.
Yeah, I think it's kind of just one of those things, you're going to get out of it what you put into it,
Mm-hmm. Because everybody can't be a Casanat, of course.
No.
Everybody can't be a Mr. Beast, but
no.
you could be a content creator that's doing this for a living.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Well, you gotta think about it too. They've been in the game so long. I mean, there wasn't a Mr. Beast until he been in the game so long. That's what made him to what he is. He kept doing what he was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I guarantee you he wasn't as rich as he was when he first started.
No.
But
Yeah,
now,
right. But there's so many people branching off of him and
so
doing
many people,
what he's doing.
it is.
I don't know. I doubt they're making as much money as him, right? But they're making money.
I think what you just got to kind of do is find that thing that people like and that draws people attention, and just go with it, and just make your own content. Just keep on going and going. And I think as you get more people that like your content, you'll get more people that like your content just because people like your content.
Yeah.
If you understand
Well,
what
see,
I'm
that's
saying.
what I'm trying to get to because I want to create a culture with the things that I got going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always preaching about the dumb way. I'm always preaching about that. When it comes to the unconventional route, because low key, if you think about it, guys, like TikTok, the content world is the unconventional route. A lot of people that look at these creators, these content creators, right? If you ask, their parents and things like that, they be like, it's dumb, it's stupid.
Yeah.
But obviously, when you're walking this unconventional path, you're gonna get called dumb, right? People are gonna call your ideas dumb until you start making that money, right? Even if you made a penny, that's something. You know what I'm saying? That's a penny that you couldn't get anywhere else, right? But you made it just doing what you love, and so that's actually one step closer. If you can make a penny, right, you can make 1,000.
Yeah.
If you can make 1,000, you can make 20,000. You know what I'm saying? So, when it comes to this unconventional path, right, the culture that's being created, it is the dumb way. This is the new creative. This is the new path that we're paving out for ourselves as far as content creators, as far as your younger generation, things like that. Your streaming that's the new thing, right? So this is the culture that I want to create when it comes to the dumb way. You know what I'm saying? That the hashtag that I use, right? The dumb way, making, even, it's not necessarily even just content creation, but when it comes to some of your actual dreams and goals, people have business ideas that they want to do. I'm in real estate. I'm in that sector. You know how many times that people have called my idea dumb when it comes to, hey, I think we should invest in this area. And next thing you know, you get shot down and don't nobody believe in that. Yeah. Don't, no, that's dumb. And then you miss out on your opportunity. But you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get pushback. Like when it comes to that, they dismiss Uber as dumb. They got pushback. The Ring doorbell. He went on Shark Tank. Everybody on Shark Tank said that was the dumbest idea that they heard. And guess what?
That's actually a good point that you made.
Yeah.
Who is that? Who is the? I mean, listen, y'all don't make fun of me because I don't know too much about history. Only thing I know about. Let's just get this straight right now. Only thing I know about is 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. And that's just that's money. Anyway, as I was saying, there's an artist that when he was doing, is it Vincent Van Gogh? His paintings to the people. Van Gogh.
My bad.
Golf club, whatever. But his paintings, whoever it was a famous artist. Everybody talked about his paintings, and they talking about how ugly they were and whatever in his time. Now here in our time, they're some of the most greatest paintings in the world.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of times that sometimes a lot of people throw rocks at your ideas. You don't know what the future holds for your idea. You know what I'm saying? So even though it may be rocky in the beginning, it may be like maybe they're right. Sometimes it's best to hold on to it and just see where it goes. Hold on to it, see where it goes. Fight for your goals. If that's something that you want to do, and you're on board with it, I mean, that's the most important person right now is you. So you take it.
It takes you, It takes you to do everything that you want to do. The content creation. You're the one that's coming up with this stuff. And low key, this is what I remind people of when it comes to TikTok and stuff like that. Is like you gotta remember. We're all humans. We go through a lot of the same issues, right?
I was trying to give him a hint. You saw that hint. I was like,
Josh, crazy.
That mug like prove you're not a robot right now.
Josh,
You saw it. I was like, dude. I was like, I hope you look at me.
But no, so when it comes, y'all niggas give my goddamn idea.
Sorry.
It was just so subtle, and so funny. But Julian saw it.
Josh's eyes are.
But look, so when
That's funny as freak.
When it comes to the content creation, I really forgot what I was talking about. Yo, that's crazy.
Hey, follow your dreams, man. Follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It takes you to do that. So I was saying that we're all human, right? We're all alike.
Yeah.
We're facing the same, somewhat of the same issues. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's somebody out there that's just like you that likes the entertainment, right? That you like, that likes the comedy that you like. And so when it comes to this content that's why I say create, because you're gonna reach your audience. Yeah. And that's where, like you was talking about, consistency comes in. That because if you keep going, it will your audience is gonna find you. You know what I'm saying?
Find you,
right.
Yeah.
They're gonna flock to that comedy. So you think about the dark comedy. You know what I'm saying? It's only a certain audience that's gonna flock to that. People on TikTok will just keep scrolling, right? At 0.1 second, boom. They don't like it.
You're absolutely right about that. I mean, right now you can go on TikTok and look at some stuff and be like, "This is the dumbest crap. Why would I even watch?"
Right. When they make these comedy videos, it'll be videos that I've seen. They'll be like, "Why? That's not even funny." And it's 1 million views. Well, maybe it might be a lick. Maybe chuckle a little bit.
When I looked down and saw 1 million, I started laughing. Ha 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 ha. But it's kind of like you say, follow your dreams. One of my things, and Julian got a pretty good with what he said in the beginning about how he's going about it. With anything you do, don't set the bar too high for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't set the bar too high for yourself, because if you set the bar too high, that is you're just asking to fail. Don't sit there and be like, well, I'm gonna do this.
Especially in the beginning.
In the beginning, you think that you're just gonna be able to get in there and hit it hard, and do this and do that, and then you set that bar so high, and it's like, is it even worth trying to jump over it? It's not, because you're not gonna get there. So make sure you set you some small goals that's achievable, and you set those small goals that's achievable in place. So when you do hit those goals, that gives you evidence that hey, I'm doing something. I'm going somewhere. Like Julian just said, all he was making, he made $2. Okay, how you think he would have felt if he made no money at all?
Yeah.
But to somebody
versus
the
$2,
like, $2, what's that? That's evident. He's made something that's evidence.
That solidifies your dream, your goal at that point.
He's got some productivity and it's moving forward. So that's why I say set yourself small goals. Don't sit here and as I say, you ain't never did it or you kinda in it and you think like, well, I'm gonna I'm gonna make me $1 million today.
Right. No, don't think that you're gonna go on live and be like, on my first live, I'm making $1,000.
You know, yeah, you know what I'm
no.
saying?
It didn't
But I
happen.
can tell you like
No.
this. One thing I can tell you. Now, as I always said, would I like $1 million? Yeah, I like $1 million. Would I
mean,
take
who
it?
wouldn't?
Yeah, I take it. But make sure you set yourself those, as I say, those small, achievable goals. But never shortchange yourself because you could post something that can, set off just like that.
Yeah.
But always remember to set those goals so you can have the consistency. So let's say you do post something that just takes off just like that, then bam, there you go. The opportunity was opened up to you. So just keep that consistency. But you'll never know if that happened. And well, of course, that will never happen if you never try or you just like, hey, I'm not going to do this. This is too hard. I don't want to get into all this.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I go. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to that, it's mainly about consistency. You think about if Jeff Bezos gave up and listened to, you know what I'm saying, somebody that wasn't supporting him. If he didn't keep doing it, then we wouldn't have Amazon.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have a self-driving car.
Man, think about it like this. If you would.
Well, Josh, I was gonna keep going. You interrupted me, but
My bad,
we
my
wouldn't
bad.
have
Go ahead,
the
go
Ring
ahead.
doorbell.
You wouldn't have a ring doorbell.
No, play. Go say what you got.
Well, my thing was.
No, I
this,
play. I
like
wasn't
this.
finished.
Okay,
You
go
wouldn't
ahead.
have
Go ahead.
rocket ships. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Now hold on, Jeff Bezos. But I'm finna take it.
You wouldn't
back.
fly people to the moon. is
Take
what
it
I'm
I'm
back.
saying.
finna take it a step further. Just think about the Wright brothers. When they told them that they was gonna make a flying machine, they were probably like, "If they're not the stupidest people I've ever."
Yeah.
These guys, so y'all think y'all be flying like birds?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when they saw them flying, it was like,
Like, I know.
"Hey man, you got an extra seat on that thing?" No,
Yeah.
I don't. So you just never know where your ideas are going to go. You never know how far they can go or what they can do. You just got to keep at it. You got to keep at it. You got to not. This is the thing. It's your dream. It's something that you want, but the main thing is having faith in yourself.
Yep.
Have some faith in yourself. I know a lot of times we be looking towards everybody else, like, oh, I don't have no support system, or nobody wants to help me, or nobody. If you keep looking towards everybody else, you won't have any faith in yourself.
Yeah.
And you have to start. Everything starts with you. So have faith in yourself, and having faith in yourself, that right there will give you that little push that you need sometimes when there is nobody else around, or when everybody is shooting holes inside of your ideas. Because I'm gonna let you know like this. The people that's going to shoot holes in your ideas the most is going to be the people that's closer to you. So be prepared for that.
Yeah.
The people that know you, that's known you the longest, the majority of the time is going to be the people that tell you that's stupid or that's dumb. That's where you're going to get it first because those are the people you're most close to. So be prepared for that. And the only reason I say that is because you're more prone to listen to them than you are to listen to somebody out in the world.
Exactly. Yeah.
So just be sure, be ready for that. And one of the reasons why they may tell you it's a dumb idea or stupid or anything, like some may have to, it could be 50-50. They may be jealous. They may just be hating on you. And some of them just may be scared for you to fail. So whatever,
Yeah.
despite what it may be, just be prepared for all the people throwing rocks and this and that. But there's a balance, negative and positive. When you get those negative, guess what? I guarantee you there's going to be a positive. There's going to be somebody like, hey, man, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'd
Yeah.
like to look at this. Hey, man, this guy is funny. Hey, man, hey, can I help you? Or it's going to be somebody going your way. So just be on the lookout for that.
Now, some people ideas are dumb. I want to put that out there.
See, like that's what I was just saying.
Now it really is. It be some dumb ideas, but my goal is how do we make it better? How do we make it make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there be some actual dumb ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, make it make sense. I don't know. I just think like make it make sense to you.
right.
Because I could tell you, like, I know people who, like, you ever heard of somebody like, hey, man, I'm trying to be a mechanic. I'm tired of being a mechanic. I'm finna go be a florist. And he's like, bro, you make $100 an hour, and you finna leave being a mechanic to be a florist. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
But that's always been your lifelong dream.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? It can make sense like that. Like, people are willing to let go of something that you think is like magnificent for something that they feel is magnificent. So I
Yeah.
Makes
guess
sense.
it really just depends on how you feel as an individual. Because I can tell you right now, a lot of like Vontae say, a lot of stuff y'all do is dumb, but it's dumb to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So by all means, have faith in yourself, follow your dreams. Remember, set that bar where the goals are achievable, and you know what I'm saying, and make sure that your goals are realistic.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Make sure they're realistic.
Just so you can create some goddamn momentum in the beginning.
Yeah,
You know,
make
you
sure
wanna
and not
create
only
some
that,
momentum.
make sure they're realistic for your situation. And what I mean by that is, don't go out and spend a whole bunch of money on some content stuff, or whatever it is. It don't have to be about content. It could be about, I don't know, cooking business, cutting grass, whatever it may be. Don't go out and spend all your money on something that you don't have no background, no clientele, no plans, and then you hit a freaking like iceberg like the Titanic because you ain't got nothing to fall back on, and you didn't spend all your resources on something that you thought would be a good idea.
Well, people, there you have it. That is it. This is what we do. All right. Bunch of day-to-day people having day-to-day conversations. Hence the podcast name, Day2Day.
Day to
That is
day.
what we do. We take it day by day, right? We have these conversations to provide valuable information to the people, to the public for free, right? Just because this is something that we like to do. This is our dumb idea that we're creating,
Yeah, it's
putting
our
into
stupid
fruition.
idea. You know, hey, we
Right.
gonna try it, see where it go. You know what I'm saying? We got faith in each other, and we got faith in y'all to do the right thing, like to like, subscribe, and share. I got faith in
Right,
you.
tune in.
I
Come
do.
along
You
for
know
the
what I'm
ride.
saying?
Like I said, this is gonna be a very big podcast that has a lot of engagement, right? When it comes to because what we're doing is streaming live, right, on TikTok. Obviously, TikTok is the thing, right?
You know,
TikTok
it's
is
the
the
thing,
one
you
that's
know
gonna
what I'm
make us
saying?
money. Not that it's all about money, guys.
No,
No,
it's
money.
all about the
Right.
information, people.
Exactly, it's information, valuable information with
My
day-to-day
Cash App, by the
conversations.
way, is
Who can you reach the most? That's how I view it.
Right.
Everyone is on TikTok. That's who you can reach the most amount of people through TikTok.
Valuable information with day-to-day conversations. Remember that. That's gonna be a slogan. We're gonna use that.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, but I will tell y'all this. So that's what we just talked about. We just talked about setting the bar, no matter what you're in, whether it's in streaming or anything, some type of business that you're in. So when you do that and you get to a point where it's just not like Vontae said at the beginning, make it make sense. Now it's just not making sense because you're getting more cons than pros. So next time we talk, we're gonna talk about when is enough enough. When do we get to a point where we're like, hey, I've been through so much, and this is with anything. This is with relationships, with business, anything. I mean, when do you? So my mouth started getting dry. Anyway, you can do a commercial on this.
But look at Josh.
As I said, when is enough enough? And that's with business, relationships, just with anything, man. You just got to know when it's time to drop it. And that time is up to you, not to nobody else. Not your friend, not your mama, not your daddy, nobody. Not your boss. That is your right.
All right, people. So tune in, follow along, like, share, comment, and tune in next week. So
We sure do appreciate everyone listening and staying this long, listening to this podcast.
it is your host signing out, Vonteezy for no reason. Again, here to provide valuable information to make your life easy.
You say inflammation?
Yeah, well, you know what I'm
I
talking
need to take
about.
ibuprofen.
Anyways.
It's swelling.
Sign out to my guys, Jay-Z.
It's Jay-Z the Kid. We did this for y'all, man.
Do it for the people. Josh Lou.
Josh Lou, y'all know what to do. Next episode, I'm gonna have a jar of pickle juice. Make sure y'all like and
Yeah,
subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we out. Tune in next week.
I don't pay attention to the days no more.